suppose last night Nate and I were out at the local tavern. Now I, Ned Alleyne, actor of tragedies, I'd have a mug of ale in my hand, and Nate would have a mug in his hand, filled with, apple juice, I suppose. Now Nate would want to toast me. He would hoist his glass high up in the air, and he would call out saying, "Ned, here's to you."
Ned, here's to you.
We'd click our glasses together, and glug them down with a loud sound effect, just like this. You are gonna love college. Now, suppose Nate and I had been out at the tavern all the evening. In the morning, friends, don't you think he'd feel a rather drastic pressure? Does anyone, by a show of hands, know where he would have to go to relieve his bladder, my lord? The privy, or indeed, since he's a wealthy fellow and lives in London, to the chamber pot. He pulls from beneath his bed a pot. This pot is kept in his chamber, and so it is called a chamber pot. Nate, ordinarily you'd place the chamber pot on the ground. Typically you'd remove your pantaloons, but there are ladies here, so we don't want to shock them. What you're going to do instead is practice what is called in poetry class onomatopoeia. That actually wasn't the punchline. You see, Nate, onomatopoeia means to sound like it's spelled, so what I want you to do is plop yourself down. Now, Nate would put one hand up to his ear, and he would listen, because outside the window he would hear the minstrels of town singing the news that today the Renaissance man is going to try comedy for the first time. He would be so excited, he would gasp. Yes. He would be so excited to leave, he would leap from his chamber pot. Nice leaping, Nate. I hope you were done. Apparently he was. Now, before he leaves the house, he has to empty the chamber pot. Does anyone, by a show of hands, and hands only, know where he empties his chamber pot? My lady, where? Out the window. How very nice of you to be here and be so intellectual. Nate, pick it up in both hands. Hold it tightly. I'd hold it a bit farther away. It's got quite a pong to it. Now, Nate, it's very important you not throw the metal pot at the audience. I want you to tell the crowd I will not throw the metal pot at you.
I will not throw the metal pot at you.
I did this a few days ago at a senior high school. The simpleton in his role threw the pot at the crowd. All of a sudden they went from ha-ha to ah! All right, so Nate, you have to warn the people in the street what you're going to do. Or rather, what you're going to do. Yes, potty humor. You call out a warning, Nate. You call out saying, "Guard-a-loo." Try that line.
Guard-a-loo.
Yes, you've got to be on your guard. The loo is coming. All right, so Nate, rear back. Oh, rear back like this. Hook. Use your elbows, boy. Call out your warning, "Guard-a-loo."
Guard-a-loo.
And in super slow-mo, fling the contents high and wide. By the way, man, that was a great shot. You went clear over the crowd and hit that Scotsman. The one looking up saying, "Oh, that's a pretty bird." As Nate takes a very well-deserved bow. Let's give him thunderous applause.